Howdy, 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 homies. James Finnerty here with Rewind Electric. And we've got our big Muff triangle on the bench again. And reason it's up here today is I got some scratchy pots. So probably no big deal for these two. This one might need a little more work. We're going to find out. I've just got it. Can you hear that? It's going into the Princeton reverb right now. That kind of even crackle that happens uniformly the whole way through the rotation. That one's doing a little bit too. That's usually what you hear when there's voltage, DC voltage on the pot, and that might just be part of the circuit. We could take a look and see if it's, there's a leaky cap it's supposed to be blocking or something, but chances are in something as simple as a preamp, like a guitar boost pedal, like it might just be designed that it has some voltage on the pot, and that's just how it is. Even presence control on a plexis like that. This one, it's really only right there, the end of the travel. There's a little bit down there, but it's mostly up there. So that one might actually be a little something else, but I've already got the back off. We're going to start with the easy method of cleaning the pots. There's a good chance that's all it takes. And I think we can get in here without removing anything or even turning it off. I might have already done this. Seems familiar, but then again, Big Muffs all kind of, they all kind of feel familiar, don't they? Isn't that nice? Oh, I think I really want it this way though. Kind of want it that way because the wiper faces down and the tray sits up. So at this point, that cleaner is kind of puddling. In the right place on that 1966 stack bowl pot. I believe that's what that is. Do we have a confirmation on that? 3046635. Yeah, so 1966 stack bowl pots. I love stack bowl pots. This one's a central lab. It's got two stack bowls and a central lab, and that's not like somebody changed it. This is an oddball. This version of this era, they're all like that. Pretty weird, right? Because I think they're all 100K pots. I saw one that was a 500K C2 audio taper pot. That's what Gibson used in bursts, but that's like unusual. That's just Electro-Harmonix being Electro-Harmonix. Man, it's nice to have the triangle Big Muff opened up on a video again, guys, isn't it? I love this pedal. As far as a Big Muff goes, I don't like Big Muffs, but as far as Big Muffs go, this is the best one I've ever heard in my life. If it cleaned up nice and bright, I'd probably like it more. It's kind of hard to get into that middle pot. I think I got it here. I'm gonna have to do a little amphibian dexterous action. Use my left hand that I'm not usually good at stuff with. Let's see. Man, it is tricky to get in there. Yeah, work with me, pot. It's like there's 1,000 ways to get in there, but none of them want to be at the right angle. I think I might have to take this off to get to that. All right, let's try. That was the least scratchy of the pots, though. Let's try that central lab. This guy, the most scratchy of them. Let's see, can I get to that one? Gotta go like through the legs of the other pot. I vaguely remember talking about cleaning these pots when I put this back together and going, oh, I can get to them easily. And it does look like you can. Looks are deceiving. Man, that does feel nice. Central lab action. The feel of those old central labs is really good. It's really loose and even, and they have a wide throw. All right, let's try it. Did we make any progress? Yes. I mean, that's it. But I want to get to that one. Now that's bugging me. Trying to think if I could take the switch out and go in straight. I don't even think that that's a guaranteed plan of success. That might have gotten some in there. Don't need a lot. Okay, let's try it like this. I just poked myself in the corner of this. Everyone wants to play with pedals, but nobody wants to get hurt in the process. Okay. We're gonna have a little post-pedal cleanup to get into there. Hey! It's gonna be a short video. Guys, I gotta say, I bought these 100K linear taper Central Lab pots. Like, this is the same one that's in there. Not the case backing, of course, but I thought I was gonna have to swap the wafer out. I was fine with doing that. By the way, I showed this in the other videos, but look at that. It's a new old stock sticker, and I already tested these. They are sticky. They are effective. That's so cool. I really want to get a baseball hat with that. The moment I saw that, like, my grandfather had a mug, or maybe it was a glass that had that on it, that logo. I think it was that. There probably were a lot of similar logos at the time in the 50s and 60s, but it sure looked like that, and it reminded me of that, and so I really want to get a hat made with that on it now, and I think I will. Topo Chio. You know, it says something different on the website. Oh, Chico. It says Topio Chico. So, I don't know which is correct. But I looked it up. I wanted to see what kind of amazing chemicals I was drinking. All right, let's try and clean up the overspray. It looks like there's some on here. It's just flux from when they made it. Man, this is a great, awesome Big Muff. I want more triangles. I want to know if there's others out there like this. I have heard others, not quite like this, but, you know, roughly like this. How's the switch? I think we need to clean that. Let's be smart about it and put the paper towel behind it as we spray it. Or I'm going to have to get it from the other side also. There we go. Now, for sure, there's voltage going through that. It's the power switch. So you gotta expect some of that, but you know, a pop is fine, but like a that's a little much. That's something in there that shouldn't be. Okay. Let's mop up this overspray. We can get in here too. It's not going to hurt anything, but just for the sake of being clean, not attracting dust, you know. And I know this is flux, but I keep thinking like I should wipe it off with a Q-tip anyway, because there might have been a little bit. Hey, don't pull my cotton off, you pokey solder joints. That's that Central Lab pot legs right there. Like 1, 2, 3. Is that how they're in there? Yeah. Kind of an awkward little PCB there, isn't it? I have previous videos of this where I take this board out and look at the other side of it and go over it in great detail. I mean, when I say great detail, I mean like I charted out every value of every part on it right here. You want to have a quick look? There it is. And I did it in 2 different ways. You want to have another look at it? Here it is. And here's where you can see that Central Lab pot. Central Lab, so right there. Versus these other 2 stack poles. Different kind of legs, different wafer, different mechanical housing, different shaft, metal shaft, plastic shafts, all D shafts, all narrow shafts. Pretty cool though. And I also did that for the for one of my ram's heads. I have to say one of my ram's heads now. I'm not used to saying that. I did the same thing for this ram's head. But I'll have another one to go over shortly. Now, I think I'm done with this. Like there's nothing left for me to restore on this pedal. I did not think that these were the original case screws at first. I'll show you in a second. But now I do believe that they are. I thought they were a little bit kind of flat finish looking. And I thought that those lock washers under 3 of them were not right. But now I've seen more EHX pedals that have screws like that. So I think they are. This really leaves me in kind of a bind. Leaves me with nothing left to fix on this. I don't know what to do with myself. Try and clear that out. There's a little bit of that spray kind of like around this switch, but that'll come off, but also in those little gaps there. There we go. That's just gonna pop, guys, because it's the power, so it's gonna pop. But it's a crisp, clean pop now. If you remember, or you go back in the video before when we tested, it was more like a like a long, drawn-out crackling as you turn it on and off. Okay. Guys, I don't know what to do when I have, like, completed a job. I never feel like anything's finished. This is finished. I can't do anything for the G. It's just done. I could find another lock washer for this screw. Probably have another pedal that has one. Let's listen to it a minute. Okay. Maybe we should put a little delay on it. Let's do that. I mean, I got one here and all. I've been wanting to get a little more time in with this MXR delay anyway. That's cleaner. I'm going to zoom back out. Oh, if I had a pick. Now, sometimes the pedal after this, like say I had an electric mistress. I have a deluxe, but it's not the same. It'll let you crank this volume to get more mids. Seems like this is doing that. Sounds really chewy. Ah, okay, yeah. Sometimes I forget that the tone's not in the middle on these. I remember I like this down all the way and then up a hair. Probably pushing it a lot too. You know how I like my delays. Just like 1, 2, maybe 3 strong loud echoes and then that's pretty good. are, right? Okay, that's enough playing around. I mean, it's not. I could do that forever, but man, is that cool. That does sound good. I really like it with an electric mistress. I don't have one. The delay does. That does do something nice for it though. That tightens it up. Anyway, I picked the pick back up. I broke the rule. Sorry. See ya.